Hello, and welcome to Jadekine Gaming. My name is Bob, and this is the 25th session of the Shadow Kingdom 5th Edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. I'm joined here with Vic as Mary, Ryan as Mother June, Adam as Dr. Richter, and Nick as also Mary.
Never gets old, does it?
No. Guys decide to have the same name. Weird. So, we are currently at Friday morning, and your meeting is coming to a close at the Red Horse Inn. So, Ryan, you said you wanted to do something else before the meeting breaks up, so...
Yeah. I just wanted to mention, so now that we've got the little bit of additional information from Abbott, as far as the deal that Quentin had with the... had with them as far as the cut, since I kind of went in there not knowing any of that. I have two possible suggestions as far as how to handle that, given, well, I guess there's a third. Given that I am not the sole head of this organization, we could bring in the two of you and use that as a reason to negotiate. Another possible option would be for us to do like she did to me and charge them for services up front to be whatever we want at the time and whatever they're willing to pay, basically. Or the other option is that once we kind of manage to root ourselves in the area, maybe they need to kind of give the church a cut. That could be another reason. Of course, if they don't want to, it could be, you know, a place of sin and debauchery that just needs to go away.
Jake, keep an ear out for any word from the boys. Obviously, you're working closest with them, and they're the ones, I suppose, that are accustomed to that discount. I say we judge it based on how much they're upset by it. I mean, if they weren't using it in the first place, if they don't care, then what's the need of ruffling feathers when you've just gone in? But I'm a little more interested on if they're upset with it, that being a good reason to renegotiate on things than just, oh, we looked at the books and noticed this.
Yeah, and given that it was a verbal agreement, Steve, if she wants to have something a bit more formal, we'll probably ask you to help out with that.
Yes, I suppose the previous one looks like it was in writing?
It was mentioned in the books what cut they were got, but it wasn't in writing. It was also a verbal agreement.
Okay.
Kill her, blame some gang from the new zone, and then negotiate with the replacement. And get our discount in the lower cut. Or the higher cut.
I mean, that's always a potential. She could probably be intimidated into taking a different deal as well. But if... I don't think we have to go pulling knives quite yet.
At least not for that reason.
Well, let's see who our enemies in the surrounding areas are first before we start cleaning house around here too much.
Well, if that's all,
yep.
Best see what I've seen with Hana. I have some attic work.
Yeah. Let's go and collect Hannah.
Alright, so you two are going to talk to Hannah with Abbott?
Yep.
And what's Mary doing?
Maribel is going, unless someone requested her on this, keep training the dog and go out again tonight for more robbing.
Okay, so that's your day is going to be training, your night's robbing. Going to bed?
Level 5 now?
4?
5.
5. Yeah, 5. Sorry, 5. Yeah.
through studious dedication to my arcane powers, I no longer need to sleep.
I'm glad you chose that. I know you were thinking of some other things that benefits us the best.
It makes the most sense for Mary.
Yeah.
It's a thing he would do.
Super short. You're short, resty, warlocky boy now, aren't you?
I no longer have to sleep. I still need long rests to avoid exhaustion levels.
Oh, okay.
Because Santa Claus doesn't want anyone to have any fun.
I would like to point out that wandering around is like...
It's specific. I'm allowed to long rest while making light activity.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you can like sit there, you can read, but like you could stand watch. But
Yes,
I don't know.
you can keep watch. That
Yeah.
is specifically brought up as reading books, going over records, and keeping watch.
Yes, but you're still relatively stationary. If you're walking around, that's not really resting.
Could you do things in like wherever the rules for learning like new languages?
Theoretically.
Go buy books and just.
I imagine
that's how you want to spend your time. If you want to spend your evenings learning languages, that's fine. You can do that.
I also imagine you doing none of these things and just sitting at the bar all day, like 24 hours a day, just sitting there.
Just sitting there drinking.
You have an alcohol problem.
Well,
Or solution.
say whatever. Training your dog's a good use of time. I don't know if he needs it yet, but as something kind of maybe in the future, if he's not ready for it, would be helping out with moving Doomsayer stuff.
The dog?
I forgot
No,
I had a
moving
little
his
small
product.
Oh, a thing for me to do. You
Yeah.
made it sound like a thing for the dog to do.
No, I'm talking about
I mean, no. If
you.
you can get that good at, I mean, you've been training pretty poorly, but if you can get to that level,
Yeah.
deal.
If you want to turn your animals into drug mules,
You're currently making weapons.
Weapon mules.
yeah, contraband mules.
Yes, currently my goal for him is to teach him speak. I got stay and calm. I'm going to teach him to speak. Then speak whenever someone, you don't know is
Alarm.
coming. Yeah, alarm, basically.
That's barking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna teach it like German.
No.
Just saying. It's barking.
To be fair,
I'm
German
speaking-
in this world, I feel, would be
bark
just
on
as
command.
unintelligible.
Yeah. I'm teaching him bark on command, and a new command tied into that. Bark on command if this.
Yeah, we're not quite high enough for Awaken yet.
Okay. So,
But you are druid.
Nice. But it also costs like 1,000 gold or something.
Yeah, it does. But I mean, how much money? We'll have tons of money by that time, right? I mean, we're like level 12 or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully, yes. We'll have tons of money.
I don't know. We'll have to see. Bob might be less stingy about giving out regular money.
you guys keep failing.
Yeah.
I haven't been stingy once.
No, I'm not talking about
No,
you.
he's trying to make a jab against me.
But he hands out magic items,
Yeah, he does hand out magic items.
which is like money but better.
No, my personal favorite atomism is to give us money and then nowhere to spend it.
Here's
You are
all
now
the money.
dragging all this shit around, and then like 10 sessions of nowhere to spend it. And all of our quests are on times, and we can't reset.
I'm not running this game right now. You're not allowed to fuss about me.
Oh no, there's emotional damage. That was the loudest glug I've ever heard in my life. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed. Okay, so Ryan and Mother June and Dr. Richter, you're
Did you just have a beard for a second?
Mother June does what Mother June wants. You're hooking up with Spartacus real quick to get the instructions to go find Hannah, and then you're off to find Hannah as he is off to search for other things.
Yeah.
Like a lizard or a cat or a fish.
And we're taking Abbott with us.
Yes. Okay. So you guys head out and you're about an hour and a half away from where they are. She's usually can be found in another zone from what you're hearing, and it's at a bar relatively similar to how Spartacus kind of sets up. She hangs out there. So after you travel for about for an hour and a half, you get to a bar called, well, wait, I have to pull out a name.
The Dancing Pony.
It's the Earthcrawler's Nook.
Ooh. Sounds dirty.
And as you walk in, you see there's a large number of it looks like mainly the patronage is dwarves, and there's a dwarf behind the bar as well, and there's and Hannah's relatively easy to spot as she's a heck of a lot taller than the rest of them, and she's sitting over at the corner of a bar, over at the corner at a corner table near the bar. Sorry, words are hard. I've been up for a long time.
They are.
And she's sitting there, and there's a couple dwarves and a tiefling woman sitting at her table with her, and she are kind of. It's almost picturesque as you walk in, and they're just like having a nice laugh at something that was said. Yes, you're at the entrance.
All right.
Of the room.
Yep. And so, I gesture you two to follow me, and I go ahead and approach Hannah's table. And just like, Hannah, darling.
Oh, Mother June, hello.
Hello, hello. How are you doing this evening? Or morning?
Fine. Take it you want to talk business?
Yes, that's why we came here.
Gents, if you'd excuse me. And the dwarves kind of, yeah, no problem. They get up and kind of wander off to another side of the bar. The tiefling woman stays.
No.
My wife, Janet. So it's like Jan and then net. So Janet.
So progressive.
Yeah, she wasn't interested in Spartacus. You all kept being like, oh, and like, no, not interested in Spartacus.
Technically, I don't know if we ever thought she was interested in Spartacus. I think we thought maybe Spartacus was interested in her.
No, he's interested in a nice table setting.
Yeah, but it just happened to coincide at the same time.
Spartacus is just confused. His sexuality is clean.
Well, I assume that Hannah is also keeping clean.
But wait to be invited to sit.
Yeah, please sit down.
Yeah. All right. Sit with Richter and Abbott and myself.
So, how can I help you?
Well, the situation that we have is that we still want you to do that bit of work for us about changing those documents for the Horse's Head bar.
Oh, yes, I believe we already agreed on a price.
No. Well, we were actually looking to make an expanded deal revolving around that. We actually wanted to hire you to be somebody who's a sergeant under Abbott here. And we were wondering if you'd be willing to hear an offer in order to come and work for us.
Well, I'm always willing to hear an offer. Whether or not I'll accept it now, that's the real question.
Of course.
Because, let's see. We would be... Because the thing was is that we had to bump...
Abbott up 3%.
Yeah, Abbott up to...
that was going to be your offer to her was 3%.
Okay, so the offer was 3%?
Yeah, which you obviously haven't made yet.
Right. Okay. So, anyway, I will go ahead and start the negotiations for her service at half of that. So
1.5%.
yeah, 1.5% of the organization's take, basically.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and make that.
You roll a 19.
Okay, so I roll a 19.
Does she roll something?
Does she also make a counter roll?
Yeah.
She rolls a 4.
She would love to do it at 1.5%.
That does sound like a pretty good deal.
Now, were you smart enough to go in and also say, this is part of your duties now?
Yeah. Oh, no.
She still wants her 500 though.
Yeah, that.
Okay,
You'll get
so
it.
you're at 6.5 instead of 8% for Abbott.
Nice.
I really like this class.
Oh, no.
Like, some days it's just garbage. I get like a 12 and an 11, and I'm
Honor's
like,
great.
what am I going to do with that middle range? It's not going to... But some days I roll a 19 and a 4, and I'm like,
Like the only
oh,
thing
that's a
better
good
than
day.
your
I want to go with you. I've seen good things today.
Yeah, the miners are great for that.
It's important for you to come along.
I think the best use of that class is what? Taking the lucky feat and being a halfling? A lucky halfling?
Well, yeah, you're just rerolling everything all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're just
you're just
the
dice
wizard
rolling.
who knew too little.
Yeah, dice rolls galore.
I'm just magooing my things self into luck.
But yeah, and it's like, well, happy to have you aboard. And say, you know, the usual place for the meetings that we have during the morning.
Oh yes, I'm aware. But you will still have to pay my $500 fee.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll take care of it now. But
You have to pay me.
Yeah.
yeah, you will have to pay me.
Yeah. But yeah,
Don't worry.
Adam will,
She'll
or
get so much exposure.
Abbott will be able to catch you up on what he's been working on and what you can help him with.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
So, Abbott, you sticking around to go over it, or just meet you tomorrow? And I was just like, I don't know. Do you need me for the rest of the day, or can I get
Oh no, you can spend your day getting her
This
up
is
to
the important part.
scratch.
Okay, excellent. And then he just kind of goes.
Wonderful working with you.
Gets up with you guys and walks you out, and then he just walks back to
Stand, greet politely, lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
aboard.
Well, you're spent. That's
Just-
all your dice.
All
I-
of his predictive power.
Worth it. Also, I got 8 hours of spend time that I have to do, so I have a couple weeks, and with how slow we go through time, I have a couple weeks of I don't do a whole lot during the day because half the day is occupied.
That's what I'm going for, too.
Nope, that's the wrong symbol. That's also the wrong symbol. God, how am I so bad at computer?
They're complicated.
I'm trying to type and I'm having issues. I don't use punctuation. That's my problem. Okay. So that's the first part of your morning. Let's go ahead and get that first rule for which one. What are you trying to teach him first? The speak.
Yes, speak.
How are you so bad at picking them up? I've never met anyone who has that issue.
I cast guidance on myself before I start for the day.
Okay.
Of course.
Hey, you got a 4 on your
got
guidance.
max on the other one, so
And the D20.
This is handle animal, right?
Hey, it's like you
Yes.
roll 2d4s.
Mm-hmm.
Rolled really well if that was the case.
Oh.
So, 8 plus 8. 16.
okay. You managed to teach him how to speak. So he will now bark on command, and that's will bring you up to noon. Teach him that. Is there a special word you use for that, or do you just use speak? And if
You
so,
have Druidic if ever you want to just make it where you're in control of it.
yeah, and if so, note it down in your notes of which word it is. But I do need to know. So which word? What is it? What is it?
He's so curious.
Tell me. What is it? Tell me.
It's a command in, yeah, I guess Druidic.
Okay.
It is speak, but in Druidic.
So it sounds like the rustling of leaves, that herd.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mary,
Yeah.
your day is now free since you can just don't need sleeping no more.
I can just hang around and get the
Yeah.
benefits of a long rest.
I'm gonna say that you travel at half speed, and if you want to go and pick up books and all that, if you travel at half speed, you're a solid mosey will let you continue your long rest. But that's it.
Then yeah, I just wanted I get a feel for the city
Okay.
because we're still pretty new in the city.
So are you wandering the area, the zones that you've taken over, or are you wandering?
For
into
now,
the
yeah.
area? Okay.
Until I feel like I've got a good sample on this zone.
I'm just gonna go ahead and you're gonna do that for the whole day.
Well, until I get my long rest.
Well, that's 8 hours. Yeah. So 8 hours. I'm gonna say if you do that 8 hours per zone, you just don't have to take survival checks for sneaking around those areas.
That's all I'm looking for. I'm just trying to get a feel for these areas.
Okay, so you can now perfectly navigate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Spend some time doing that.
So yeah, it's your day spent. Mother June and Dr. Richter, you what y'all doing?
Probably go our separate ways. I'm heading back to my lab because I got 8 hours to spend on Jhank.
Okay, so you're going for Jhank, and Mother June, what you doing?
I will spend my day trying to proselytize in the areas that we've controlled in order to get more people to come to the surface tomorrow.
Okay, so you're going through both the areas?
Yep.
Are you just going to spend basically all day doing that?
Yep.
Okay. Go ahead and give me 4 rolls, and they're hours apart, so if you cast your thing on it, the advantage will be... You'd have to cast a spell each time if you wanted to use the enhanced ability advantage on those.
Yeah, and say, how many hours do I have to cover?
4 rolls are 2 hours apart, so it's
Okay.
8 hours of proselytizing.
Yeah, I could do that.
Okay, so you're just gonna spend the 4 spell slots or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Go for it.
Just eating up third level slots at this point.
Yeah, I can do that. So, say if that's what I'm doing with my whole day. Yeah, because 8 hours. 2.
Alright, let's see what Spartan is. Okay.
And I'll spend the second half of my day till the evening because I finished at noon. Transform into a dog and roughhouse with Huxley. Just, be friends.
Okay, so you're just playing with the dog. Okay, cool. Adam, when you get back to your lab, you find... Okay, let's see here. You're looking for lizards, fish, or...
A cat.
Nope, that's the wrong notes.
Or whatever.
Here's the notes. Lizards, cat, or fish. You find the skull and hide of a crocodile.
Choice.
No, perfect, Trish. That's probably
Let's roll for cat. You find a tail and a back haunch connected, like it was a meat of a medium-sized cat, like a large bobcat or
some muscly.
A well-muscled cat. It's got
That could definitely be useful more internal more than...
It looks like it's got a black spotted fur, it's different kind of shades of black with spots. And then let's look at fish. And you just find a red snapper.
You find dinner.
Not a red herring.
No.
Well, take those up. And yeah, start using it. Obviously, the crocodile stuff as far as like the actual face, the more visible spots, you know.
Yeah.
If we got like a rotten, you know, area on like the hindquarters, that can be, you know, some cat and kind of thing. You're not going to see it.
Like, it does not match at all, but yeah.
But it looks like it's enough of like someone got really terribly scarred and had to do something to.
Yeah. It looks a wee bit more natural than, say, fish.
Yeah, looks like, okay, someone might actually have intentionally got to do some sort of surgeon or something to get something terrible fixed up to get that.
The crocodile does have one eyeball intact, too. Like, fresh enough that it would be a usable eyeball. Don't know if that matters to you, but it does.
I mean, is the scarring going like the messed up mushy part like across that?
And it's his, mainly his brain and, like, his, little is, like, mushed.
Yeah. At this point, I'm not necessarily going to aim for cosmetic things on this one. I'll leave his eyes if his eyes are still good. Molly is probably particularly about pit parts, so if I don't have to replace extra stuff or not, it might keep her
like,
happy.
the last time I murdered a family, it was the eyes that bothered them.
Everyone went on and on about the eyes. The soulless eyes.
Okay.
How was I supposed to know fish didn't have souls?
Okay, so roughhousing, wandering the city, and okay, well that brings you guys all to Friday evening. Your long rest is completed. You've proselytized. Did I ever let you tell me the rolls, or did I just tell you? Okay, so yeah, go ahead and let's do the rolls for that.
Alrighty. The first roll was first two rolls were 18s. So that puts that up to a 29. The third roll was a nat 20, and that's 31. And then the final roll was a 6, so 17.
Okay. So yeah, you wander around and you get a goodly number of people saying, yeah, sure, I'll attend, and like people that you haven't seen at your things before agree to attend.
Very good.
Hey, and as you guys, where are you guys headed for the evening? I guess I should ask.
Mm-hmm. Well, if Richter's here at the, well, first I'll bring Huxley back to the inn and let, I guess, Spartacus know that I'm going out for a job over in the Balance Blade area, if anyone asks.
Okay. As you walk up to Spartacus, Molly runs up to you and says, I found Forrest. Kinda. I know where he is.
Who?
What?
Found Forrest?
Forrest?
Forrest, the person that we're looking for.
Yeah,
Oh,
the one who we need to cut in half with his girlfriend.
Huh.
And possibly get money from.
Yeah, okay.
I think he's in the Warf district somewhere.
Probably trying to get on the boat. Okay, yeah, I can come with you. Or you send other people. I don't know. Is anyone else here yet? I asked her.
She looks around the room and goes, "No, you're the first one." I walked through the door. I don't know where y'all were. Like y'all just wandered off.
Yeah.
Usually Mary's here, but he's gone now.
Well, no, I'd be sleeping. I'd be on my way back about now.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a way to contact them.
You know where I am.
Yeah, we can pick up Dr. Richter. He's back in the warehouse.
Okay, you want to go tell Dr. Richter? That's fine.
Yeah. So, go back there, I guess. Drop Huxley off in the room, go back there.
Okay.
Tell Dr. Richter, we have found the runner.
Have I finished my period for the day?
Yeah, and she's like, I found out what district he's in.
No.
I haven't found him.
More. Well, you found that he's still here, maybe? That was more than I was expecting.
I let Mama June know through our sending stone that, supposedly Forrest is in the Warf district per Molly.
Yeah, and pretty sure
Mary
he's
and Noah
got the books.
are headed there now.
Yeah, it's books. The bastard.
Then, wherever I happen to be at the moment, I go ahead and I'm going to run over to the Horse's Head.
walk down
You're
this-
pretty close to done, so yeah.
Alright.
We said we're headed to the Warf district.
Yep.
So, walk down the stairs.
Mhm.
You coming with?
Yes.
Walk through the back connects just out as far as like walking out the back door and
The back door is like kind of a fenced-in little thing area, but there is a gate that you can go through.
okay.
So like out the back, there's like it's like a gated.
Just it feels like a less obvious of just
Yeah.
leaving, and I just
Okay. Out the
leave
back.
through that way. Yeah.
Okay. It's kind of like all the alleyways kind of have like little gated areas in the back of all the houses. No alleyways you've seen. This is a warehouse, so it's a much larger area, kind of like where they could store wagons or whatever. It's where he's been training Huxley mostly.
Yeah.
Usually don't, but I say we spring for a carriage down there versus the probably 2-3 hours it would take to walk.
Yeah.
I think it's about 3 hours to the war.
Is carriage the quickest?
Yeah, carriage would make it an hour and a half.
Anything quicker? Rent a horse, something like that.
You could go and rent horses and try to ride. There is a livery stable that you could rent horses from.
Yeah.
And you
Would that be faster? Would it?
Yeah, it'd be faster. Because then
Go ask how much that is.
You could. Okay, so you go
Hold
to
on.
livery.
I got this. I turn into a horse.
Okay.
Hey! Sorry. Ride.
I do not have tack.
Yeah. However, you.
I also don't need to control you.
Yeah, you're not trying to control him, and also you're aware that there's a rider on your back. So unless you're deliberately trying to pull him, throw him. There's
Yeah,
no,
without the tack, when you want to toss me, you can toss me.
Yeah, there's no ride check involved. Okay, so you get that, and you start tearing ass off. Okay.
Well, we'll still take over an hour.
Well, we'll see. Survival check.
Okay.
You must navigate the city that
18.
you haven't been to before.
So yeah, that's plus 8. So 26.
All right, you go through there with the help of signage or
The horse can read signs. It makes it so much easier.
Molly.
I also can. You can understand me. I can also talk to you as far as.
Oh yeah, you went to the wharf, didn't? No,
Yeah,
Gallo did. You went looking for.
I went looking because remember I had to go pay. So I think I got like there or right near there, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So Molly is there with you guys, I assume. You're taking Molly with you.
Didn't Molly stay at the? Because I didn't even know she went with him.
Yeah,
because the way she worded it for him was okay. You're gonna go get him. So I thought she was staying.
No, he asked her to go with.
Oh, he asked. Okay, then sure.
Yeah. But it's like, we know she's maybe in the wharf. We had no other information, so you can talk about that on the ride if she has any more information than just he may be in the wharf.
Okay.
I asked more. How did you find out he may be in the wharf?
There was somebody in the guarded garden. Yeah, the guard garden who let her know, as per the deal that you guys have struck, that
I'm not so upset with your deal any longer.
that the that she overheard them talking, and then Forrest did mention that he had these books when he overheard them talking.
Okay, cool.
And that they should find a place to bed down, and she suggested the Wharf district. Jenny suggested they go to the Wharf district.
Okay. Well, on our way.
On your way. Making your way? Alright, so Mother June, where are you going? You're going to the horse?
Yeah, horse's head.
Horse's head. Okay, so it's about an hour to the horse's head. So not the red horse, but the horse's head, which is the other one.
Yeah.
You're going to call the gang in?
Yeah.
Okay.
The gang is where I'm going to.
Okay, so you go to the horse's head.
Mm-hmm.
Why, Mary? You get back to the Red Horse Inn and you see Count Spartacus sitting there working on paperwork, per the usual. What do you do?
Had Spartacus not been told? Was he not there when...
Molly didn't tell him. Molly ran up and told Mary as soon as Mary walked in.
I have some food and drink.
All right, so
Hang around.
You're hanging out. Okay.
Would have been
do
so much
know-
better if you just let her stay.
You do know that no one else has showed up.
Well, it's like late in the day. People out doing stuff.
Okay.
So as I figure anyway,
Okay.
I
So-
plan my next move while I eat and drink.
Okay. You get to the horse's head. No, you guys get to the wharf first. So yeah, as through getting yelled at and all that, you know, you're running through a city on a horse. There is annoyed people, but you don't get stopped or anything. You don't see any sirens or lights.
You know.
You don't see
And
sirens.
it's a
or
smart,
rear
and it's
lights.
a horse that's smart enough that if he has to move slow to get through an area, or he
Yep, it's a fully intelligent horse.
Yeah.
So yeah, you make it there in a timely manner. So yeah, about 30 to 45 minutes. Boom.
Okay,
Get there.
good. Then my transformation didn't wear off.
You're a level 5 druid.
Yeah, that lasts an hour.
It lasts an hour per level.
It might. But anyways, get there and find an alley to become not a horse.
Okay.
get off first.
Yeah. No, just dump you both.
You stop at the alley. Dr. Richter gets off. Molly just sits.
Number of hours equal to half your druid level.
Half your druid level.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so it was one for the longest time. What I've gained 2 levels since then, so it's 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Round it down.
Yeah, that's why I thought 1. When we were 3, it was still 1.
Okay. Cool. So yep.
Okay. Gonna be investigating. I go ahead and cast Enhance Ability Intelligence on you.
Okay. So where do you guys start investigating? It's a wharf. You've been to one bar in the wharf, Adam, that you know of.
Okay, so the knowledge that we have
Is that
is that they had suggested going there because they were looking for a place to bed down. Is that like
that's what Molly heard.
yeah? But that is so the knowledge that we have.
Start with inns, then go to warehouses or abandoned warehouses.
Yeah, so starting inns or a tavern. Like if the tavern has, bedding and is also an inn, that kind of.
Okay, so you're gonna ask around for a tavern. Or an inn?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an investigation.
And you said you did what?
Enhanced Ability
Is that
Intelligence.
yes, advantage? It's really good you did that.
Mm-hmm.
Really good you did that. 120.
Okay,
So investigation. Hold on, I get to add stuff to this. Let's see.
This is your
So
specialty.
28.
Is what we're keeping
28.
around for.
Okay. You have asked around and you found a guy who, what he does is he goes around and goes to different places and compiles books of all the places you should go and see and all the places you could stay. That's what he does. He makes tour guides
Oh, for the wars.
for different places. He's like, you're in luck. I just so happen to have gotten the first printing. Here you go. And you have
And your name?
I forgot the name of it. There's a tour guide book. What is it called?
Also,
I'm just finding this guy might be useful later on. I want to come pick up all his volumes at some point.
That's what I was thinking. It's like, that's what's a new resource.
Finally, Tingle.
Kalumpa!
Zim. Go with Zim.
Zim the map maker. Or
Tour guide.
Tour guide.
Zim the tour guide.
Zim Universe.
Zim universe.
Is universe a concept? Like the universe, is that a concept that we have in this setting?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. In a lot of medieval settings, it's not.
Well, this is Fantasy Kentucky. They know all about the universe.
Okay.
Fantasy Kentucky.
Forgot how intertwined Kentucky is with the universe. So.
If nothing else, there are guys with magic telescopes out there looking up.
Yeah. This is like a relatively enlightened area. There's
Which,
a
the idea of
university.
space is one thing. The idea of universe is
Well, I mean, there's
broader.
a big university, and there's like a whole kind of government-funded district of people who research the natural world. So there's kind of like a whole college of druids as well. So yeah, the universe is a concept that people talk about and know about because it's relatively common to run into people who deal with that sort of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it called the multiverse, or what's
No,
the
that's
universe and all
just
the
Marvel.
planes? No, I mean all the other planes.
It's
Is that
planes.
just part of the? Okay.
Because there's this universe.
This
and
is
then there's
Spelljammer?
Planes, which is different.
Okay.
The Great Deal, or you can call it planar cosmology.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would probably be a better term for it.
Okay. But this universe is a universe, and there's also a planar cosmology. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're aware of some of it about the universe because it is part of your Druidic study to study the stars as well.
Yeah, mine specifically study the stars.
Yeah, then you're super duper aware that the universe is definitely
Yes.
a thing.
I got circle of the star druid.
Richter probably knows better.
Yeah, I have knowledge of nature. I don't know if that would be knowledge arcane.
It would be nature because it is your universe. Planes would be in the more arcane area, unless you're specifically trying to figure out how the stars affect magic.
And even then, Richter would know better. You have a 20 in intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm.
He is much smarter than you.
Yes, I only get a +4 to my nature with the train because that's stupid.
Okay, so yeah, it's a guidebook, and there is about 15 inns and taverns, and the taverns that have rooms are marked on there. So there's 15 inns, 15 taverns, and there is like 4 taverns that have it. So there's a total of 19 places that they could stay that is a inn or tavern with rentable rooms.
I start with the taverns that have rooms.
Okay. So they're in 4 different places. One of them. Which ones do you look in first?
Can we...
There's 4 different places that are like. There's one that's pretty hoity-toity. There's 2 that are kind of middle of the road price-wise, because you have a guidebook that tells you the pricing and like price-wise where they are, and then there's one that is pretty affordable is how it's worded for the budget-conscious.
I would say they would probably go high-end. They just came into a
Yeah,
lot of money.
I'm trying to remember his emotion when he found it.
It was elation and relief.
Yeah, and surprise.
And I
And
didn't.
surprise, yeah.
I don't have a reason to think that he's necessarily high. So I don't think that he knows how to handle money, because I don't think he's had this much money. So yeah, I'm going to go to the higher end.
Okay.
Because I think he wants to be somewhere where he can easily get drink. I think he wants to show off to his girl that he's got money.
Alright, so you're going high end. That would be about a 15 to 20 minute little jaunt from where you are. It's
If I pass the other ones on the way, and I feel like I can quickly try and...
you would have passed one of the mid-tier ones.
Yeah, I will bother,
Okay, so you're going to
Yeah.
pop your head in?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys walk into the Hollow Fury. Inn and tavern. It's one of the taverns that is also in the eatery.
We have a description of what both of them look like. So first off, before I enter, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be Wolfgang.
I think this is maybe the
He's
first time
seen
I've
me.
met Ludwig.
Okay, so you do seeming?
Herr Wolfgang. No, alter self.
Ultra self, okay.
Yep. No,
Okay.
I physically changed.
Okay. So, same thing.
Yep.
And didn't you buy the thing that makes your clothes change with you?
Mhm.
Yeah, so as stands a little straighter,
Yep.
you meet someone brand new.
All right.
Molly's like, hey, Wolf.
I'd be
She's
more
met you
surprised.
before.
Yeah, I'd be more surprised if I didn't see Boy Mary, altering self at will.
You've also you've probably noticed an occasional
Outbursts. of
yeah
sorrow.
occasional multiple personality disorder.
The difference is he actually changes. Mine's just illusions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I don't sit there and feel your face, so I don't know the
No.
difference.
That'd be awfully weird.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so you're now Wolfgang.
Yeah. I walk in. I'm just scanning the room. Hoods or proper hair colors. I think hers would be more noticeable. Was it honey blonde?
Mm-hmm.
So you're looking for blondes?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
I have a 18 passive.
Neat. You're not looking. He is.
Well, he said, look.
I presume.
Yeah.
So, there it is.
Yes, I'm assuming the intelligent person says have a look out for them. But yeah, I am looking for the two of them.
Okay, you also get a
11
perception
from me.
check.
Yes. Do you run it where the floor of perception's your passive, or just if you roll bad, you suck? And
Your
too bad?
passive perception is things that you would notice, like things that you would notice.
Mm-hmm.
People who are blonde is not something you would automatically notice. Someone trying to sneak up on you is.
Okay. That's what I thought.
It's like you actually have to trigger looking for something if you're looking for something. If your passive perception is like if you're walking into a room, you would probably notice exits
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. So if there was a secret exit, that would apply.
Yeah.
But if it was like a specific fork that you didn't know that you were going to look for, you wouldn't.
12.
Okay. Yeah. There's a couple blondes. Seems like they're mostly male. There's some blonde people in there, but not what you would call honey, I guess.
Okay.
So you don't really see the particular shade you're looking for.
What's the kind of shape and layout of like rooms as far as how tables are with?
Okay, so there's a small stage near the fire with the musician playing. You walk in, there's a long bar, and behind the bar there seems to be some light and some noise and some clatter, and food is coming in and out. There's let's see what he is. Nope, that's Tiny Servant. That's the wrong thing. There's a spoon sitting on the counter. There is, why not? There's a dragonborn a white dragonborn behind the counter. No tail. Oh, you didn't watch that season. You don't know. Never mind.
I know about the different types of Dragonborn.
It's a critical role joke.
I know. I have the book. Just because I didn't watch that season doesn't mean I didn't read the book.
You're ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, white.
I'm ridiculous because I read. Did Bob just tell me I'm ridiculous because I read something?
Yes. You didn't watch the show. You read the book. You're weird.
Irony.
It's the opposite of wrinkly.
But how's the actual layout for like the tables? What's
There's
is this kind of random? Are they set in rows?
it's kind of random. And they're circular tables, and they seem to be plotted out in a way to maximize space, but still with walking room.
I hold myself upright, hand sort of on the side.
Half of the teapot.
Yeah. And I, with purpose, walk table to table, and I, without trying to be unnoticed, I walk by,
Okay.
and I am just.
You can do an investigation now. You're now investigating.
Do I still have?
Has been an hour since I cast my enhanced.
It has not been an hour, because it was going to be like 15 minutes or so.
Well, the 3 is still better than the 2.
Yeah, it is. So 11.
Alright, you don't see anyone. It matches that description of the honey blonde.
Okay. Well, I'm also looking for either of them at this point because I'm looking.
You don't see the dark-haired guy either.
Yeah.
Well, you see them, but not anyone that like triggers you like that's probably them. You see honey blonde people, you see brown-haired people, you see people with similar eye colors to what you're looking for, but you don't see nothing triggers.
If there's a possibility, fine to just do the almost like the I don't care. There is that I know I am Wolfgang at this point. I have zero care of a social inequity. I'm right. They're wrong. I'm sorry. I'm the one here on business. They're just here drinking.
Yeah, well, very effective.
No, who are you?
At Wolfgang. That's I'll find you later, darling. And just walk off.
You just hear, what the like, you hear, what are you doing?
Just
I can go for you too if you want.
just naked girls in the middle of the bar.
Okay. So you just are going full antagonistic. Alright. See,
I don't know how antagonistic that is. Because he's a little homophobic, but
well, you just offered to fuck his wife and then him.
I just said I'm going to do it.
No, you said if you went to him and you told his wife you were going to find her later.
I might.
I might find you later. But
Hey man, that guy could definitely take that as aggressive.
we'll see how how tight this guy is.
He's not wound tight enough quite to start a fight.
yeah, because I'm walking away as I say it, so
Okay.
he has to be. Because I'm sorry, it's not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
I'm just giving them a. That guy's weird.
Okay, so you spent about 25 minutes just searching out people. Yep. Okay.
While he's doing that, I will go up to the bar and ask the bartender if these two had checked in and give the descriptions.
Bartender just kind of looks at you and goes, well, I don't generally give out the names of, I guess, it's bad business.
And it's going to cost me money coming in here. 3 gold.
I mean, persuasion check.
Uh, 17.
He reaches over, takes the 3 gold off the counter, and goes, no, they're not here.
Thank you.
Is that him stopping me before we
Yeah. Let's go. Or, Ludwig.
Yeah, I'll say that you saved him 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So 20 minutes.
And we can carry on to the fancier place.
Okay. So that'll put you at 35 minutes of spell time. Because it was 15 minutes away and stopped in the middle of the 15 minutes. The distance does not increase just because you took a break.
I don't know. This inn was sorry. This inn was it's a Warf. This inn was on the water and they moved it during that period.
Yeah, it's like in the next painting.
I hate when that happens. And so go to the fancier place.
Mm-hmm.
And how long did it take from?
You're at, it took about 10 minutes from the first place, so you're at a total of 35 minutes on spell time.
Okay. And at that point, I'm going to say,
You
excuse me.
stopped, yeah, no, his is at 35 minutes. Yours is at 10 minutes.
Okay. Otherwise, okay.
Yeah, yours was.
Okay. So I have plenty of time on mine. Okay.
Yeah, yours is at 30 because because you told the other.
Yeah. So yeah, and this place was also a tavern, so
Yes.
kind of the same general process.
Perception check first.
I'll go ahead and just aid him on the general, just scanning the room.
Okay. That's amazing.
Yeah, no!
You should have touched Vic's dice.
This has been how this has been since this game started. 10.
Okay.
I've just rolled really poorly.
You look around and you see an Aarakocra. A female Aarakocra.
Bird!
Familiar coloring.
Do I know any birds? Wait, is Miss Eva Jo an Eric Cobra?
Yeah.
Is that Miss Eva Jo? Or just
It's turned away from you. But that coloring looks familiar.
think, how powerful did I think she was?
Do you communicate anything?
Yeah, he's just staring off at in the corner.
No, that's about it. That's definitely nothing.
I've come to my decision. I will come back here and see if she frequents here. Then I can make a plan versus attack outright to ruin her. But I will try to get a better look at her while we're in here to make sure it's not a joke.
Okay, so you're going to do a quick investigation of it?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're trying to sneaky? Are you trying to avoid the Eric Lucas notice?
I'll wait for Wolfgang to start his thing. That should, make enough of a ruckus to where I can get a decent glance at her.
Okay.
And I will... What is the atmosphere in this place? Because this is both here. How is it?
It's almost country club-esque. It seems to be a lot of people who are meeting up. There seems to be some business going on. People are in nicer clothing.
Here,
I want to host?
It's still kind of like a seat-yourself place, but it seems like it's a higher tier clientele. There's a much better bard playing.
Oh, okay. Did we have Forrest? We had Forrest's last name, right?
Forrest last name?
Did we have Forrest's last name?
I don't think Forrest had a last name.
No? Okay.
it's not uncommon for, medieval people just not to have last names, but this is medieval Kentucky.
You never know about medieval Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it was up
No,
there.
okay.
They don't have last names.
Welcome to everything. Excuse me, sir. I was told to meet Forrest, who was staying here. Can you let him know that Wolfgang has arrived? Oh, tell me where I might find him if that'd be easier.
Do you have a calling card, sir?
How official.
Oh, it's open.
Nick must be nervous. My bottle is shaking.
It's not like just move.
Because I could, no, as I pause and think for a moment, because I do have a maker's mark, I don't have anything that's made with it. So,
Okay. He looks at you and sees that you must have forgot them at home. And he pulls out a piece of. If you'd like to write a note for this person, if they're here, we'll give it to them.
so I've been sent to assist with expedient travel. Everything.
Excellent. He pulls it up and goes, snaps twice, and elven man walks up and.
I will cover. We have Molly with us?
Yep.
Keep an eye out outside. Any windows, jumpers.
Molly just kind of
Fades into the back.
just takes off her hat.
Yes, stealth mode. Activate.
You see her seems to be unbuttoning her suit, and as you notice when it opens, the inside seems to be all black silk. Turns it inside out as she walks outside.
Reversible.
And the hat just, folds in half and puts it in a pocket.
That hat must be magical. One of those utility ones for it to fold and come back to proper suit fedora.
And are there, of a tavern kind of thing, are there prices labeled on any of the drinks?
There's No, there wouldn't be prices.
Okay.
But you could inquire.
I don't know.
Check the guidebook, menu prices.
The guidebook does have menus.
Did it tell me what anything as far as specifics for any of the alcohol costs or?
You see that it has a heavy selection of beer and spirits that are not local, as well as your standard meads, which are relatively regular pricing for the standard meads, if that's what you want to go for.
Yeah, I'll just get a mead and take a chair.
Alright.
If there's like a stairway that I feel like would maybe come up, I try and, back towards the corner enough that I can kind of keep an eye out and be certainly seen. He doesn't know me, so
Okay.
my goal is to be seen.
Okay. 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass.
It's been a long time since he probably got back there, so.
So yes, you are at the horse's head.
Alright. Take a look around and see who's here.
Let's see how many of your folks are here. Because this is kind of where they hang out. And they will say, oh, you dirty whore. Okay. So about 15 to 16 people are at the bar, including Klaus. And Jake, actually. He would be there too.
Alright. Jake, Klaus?
Yeah.
And it's like, Molly got us word of where Forrest might have run off to. We need some fast transport over to the Warf district.
You could take a horse or a carriage. So the two fast ways.
Yeah.
Horse is probably slightly faster.
Does anybody here have a horse?
No. Those are expensive in the city. You can't just let them out forage.
Alright. Anyway, so we'll need to go ahead and flag down the nearest stable or somebody who's running a carriage service in order to grab a few of us.
Which one do you want? Horse or carriage?
We'd be able to carry more people with the carriage, right?
Yeah.
So probably go with that. Also, somebody who's not coming with, send you as a runner over to the Red Horse Inn to tell them what's going on.
Yeah. He grabs two people who are like the bigger. He grabs. He grabs three people over there. He goes, "Hey, you boy!" And one of the younger kids looks up and goes, "Yeah, go to Red Horse until who do you want to talk?
Spartacus or Mary if he's there.
Spartacus or May about the wolf."
Yeah.
About that, and he sends the boy off. The boy's just taking off running. He goes, "Please come with me." And Klaus starts leading you through relatively quickly, like not even 5 minutes. He goes, "Yeah." And carriage pulls up, and he goes, "To the Wolf district, please." It's 5 gold.
What, being a horse?
Yeah.
Saves us cash. I'm still out 3 gold for the
Can I try to persuade him to haggle his fee down? Or is it...
Are you incredibly broke right now?
Yeah, I basically got no money.
Sure, you can do a persuasion. What are you aiming for?
As far as how much I want to pay?
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get him for 3.
Okay.
That's paid, man.
So, that gives me a 15.
The man starts looking a little dubious. Klaus reaches up, grabs him, and says, "Do you know where the fuck you live? You'll do as I say! Like I go bash your fucking head in! Go!"
Wow, it's rolled a better intimidation than your diplomacy.
Klaus got the natural 20 on his intimidation, yeah. Klaus will fuck people up.
Alright,
sits down and goes, you give me 3 gold.
Yeah, no, you free ride. Klaus took care of this one.
Excellent.
Just you and a couple of the boys going down, or is it just you and Klaus?
We got me and Jake and whoever else could fit.
It's you, Jake, Roy, who sends money to his mother.
Good boy, Roy.
Although to be fair, he's a liability because we have a reason to care about him.
And a couple.
And he's a guy who lives with his mother. I mean, obviously, if he dies, we have to send money to his mother.
Alright, so we got Jake, Klaus, Roy, and 2 other dudes with us.
Yes, and they seem to be. Klaus has an axe, like a relatively large axe, and the rest of them seem to have swords, like long swords and short swords.
Okay. But yeah, I go ahead and inform them what's going on as far as since we're making our way over there, and it's like we're looking for Forrest and Jenny. I give them the physical descriptions, and it's just like in.
They go Forrest.
Yes,
Yeah.
they all know him.
Yeah. Is it he the one that told you?
A couple of them definitely know Jenny a bit better than.
But at least now Jake has this information if nobody else found it interesting. And it's just like,
They're correcting things.
but I tell them that Molly got some tips that they might have run off with the debt books.
Okay, yeah.
But, so we're going to be trying to meet up with Richter and his group to try to pin them down and find out where they're staying.
Okay. So you guys head off. You're about. With Klaus's intimidation, you get there in about 45 minutes as well. So you're entering the fancy place about when Mother June shows up. In the district, yeah. But you don't know quite where they are at this point.
No.
It's like you still have one sending back to us.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. About the 15 minutes pass, and
Probably around 10. I will wave down Maribel and hand her the go. Go see if there's somewhere else. I'm going to wait a little longer.
Okay.
and you wanted to make a perception check on the Aarakocra whilst he was being him.
Yes.
Okay. So perception or investigation. Are you going up to see, or are you trying to travel around and see?
Travel around.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
And you're spending like 10 minutes on this?
Yeah, just one.
Okay.
Do that before it weighs me down. That's perception. So plus 8, so 20.
Yeah. You get a good look at her. It's not the right Aarakocra.
I almost are getting bolted her in the back of the head.
I know, it would have been real funny.
Okay.
What, you saying they all look the same to you?
From the back with that color plumage, yeah, they're pretty distinctive. But no, the face is wrong. So yes, I'll head off to one of the medium, the other medium.
The other mid-tier. Okay. That one is about 20 minutes the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Because you would have passed it. So, yeah, you're basically going back 15 and then down 20, so 35 minutes.
Okay. I tell you which one I'm
With
going to.
really good directions, thanks to your guidebook. No survival checks are necessary. Whoever has that book does not need to make survival checks for the entire Warf district. For the record, that's what the book will allow you to do.
Again, this is why we needed to have Zen's name.
Yeah.
We are going to be such patrons of Zen if we can.
I mean, really, I feel like Zim needs to join us. We can get Zim on the payroll.
Finally, Lieutenant for Molly.
Yeah, so I head off there. When I get to there, I'll give myself, because his were worn off by now, enhanced ability, wisdom.
Okay. So you...
And tell me when I need it, but I will use another spell slot whenever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Change it back.
Yeah.
You'll probably need it whilst he's traveling.
Okay. So I'll just go ahead and...
Okay. So yeah, you walk in, and you walk in, and it's... Where is the...
Any chance that he spots them while he's going over?
I mean, they get dropped off at like a carriage kind of area. Yeah. You guys ran it in there. I mean, there's a... You know what? You said, is there a chance? You know I love rolling percentage.
Mm-hmm.
You know I love it. Mother June, make a perception check.
I forget, does... Well, no, I don't do that till I get there, so I only have the 18 pass.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see it.
But they comically pass in the night.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
Enough so that you guys know.
It's like Mary's back was turned, you went... Yeah. Didn't quite catch it. Okay, so it's... Oh, right. That's what I was doing. I was looking at the name of the freaking building.
Have we arrived?
You have arrived.
Okay, then I will use my sending stone in order to ask Richter. We have arrived at the Warf district. Where are you? Where can we meet up?
I'm at, give the name of my place, hoping that I can bait Forrest. Mary is at Hollows Fury. I'm at Hollows Fury.
Wasn't that
Mary
the
is...
previous place?
Oh, that was the previous
Yeah,
one. Oh, crud.
That was the mid-tier.
Okay, you're at the Wolf and the Lamb.
And Mary is
Wolf
at...
and the Lamb is the nicer place, and the... Sure, why not? The Iron Crab is where you're at.
When I say Wolf and Lamb, I cut out the word and. Just little things like that for keeping the word short. Okay. But anyways, I give that name, and then Maribel headed to search and give the name of that.
Yeah, the Iron Crab.
Iron Crab. So, I tell those.
Okay, but you don't try to sneak directions in there?
To where they are? Nope.
Because we don't...
I give names.
Okay.
Also, I don't have the book with me right now.
And also doesn't know where she is to, give directions from there to there.
Well, we got the boys and we got our carriage right here, and I'm like, can you tell me where these places are?
Oh, after you guys get off, the carriage ride took off.
Okay. And it's just like, do you guys know where either of these places are?
Probably not. I'll give them... Yeah, they don't, but they can look. So, are you guys looking together? Are you telling them to scatter and find it, to try to meet back somewhere? Like, how are you searching for it? Are you guys going... If you're going in a group, one of you guys gets a survival check with advantage. If you're setting them to scatter, that's a whole different thing.
I'm going to have Jake and Roy come with me, and then send Klaus and the other two guys to be a split-off party, and tell Klaus when he does his searching that if he doesn't find anything, to meet back up at the Wolf and Lamb once we find it.
Okay. And where are you telling him to look? Because you've got like the names of two places.
Mm-hmm.
One that he's going to, one that's the fancy place. So you got that in the Iron Crab.
Well, I tell Klaus to go ahead and use his best judgment to think of where he thinks Forrest would end up.
Okay, so you just want him to start searching inns and taverns.
Yeah, and he's like, inns and taverns, wherever he would shack down, if he's got some safe house that you would know of, or anything of that nature, go ahead and anything that Forrest know, you guys would probably be more familiar with. I'll have you guys search them out.
Okay, so you're just having them search with their best judgment. Okay.
But yeah, then I'll take my two guys, Jake and Roy, and we'll go ahead and head over and try to locate this Lamb and Wolf.
Okay, survival check with advantage.
Okay. 17. I get a 20.
Okay, you pretty quickly figure out that it seems like the closer to the water temperature it seems to be, so you kind of move down that way and pretty quickly find a relatively large, opulent building with a sign on it that's a wolf and a lamb sitting down to dinner.
Pictures, because people can't read.
Well, this one actually does have the wolf and lamb written on a sign underneath it.
Written signs for people who can read.
For the readers.
So I'll go ahead and enter.
Does Molly spot them?
Yeah. Molly is standing outside of the building. You pass Molly, and Molly's like, she seems to be keeping a watch on the building.
Anything new?
You're going to have to ask Wolf about that. I'm not 100% sure. And we're going to go back to Wolf because you've got some time.
Okay. Continuing to watch the room. I'm seeing if anyone's sneaking down the stairs. I'm also seeing, are they delivering the message? Did they crumple it up and throw it in the trash because they know he's not here and they're just not telling me?
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
14.
You haven't seen anyone sneaking down or sneaking around. You did see someone sneak upstairs, but it looked like it was a young woman with a slightly older gentleman who probably isn't her father. You are not sure as to whether or not they crumpled up the note, but he did hand the note to someone who walked off.
Okay. Otherwise, I'm patient.
Okay, so you're just waiting, then we'll go to the Iron Crab.
Yes. Come in, take a active look around before going up to the bar and asking.
Okay, so you're looking for Forrest or...
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll your perception.
16, 24.
You do not see them in the dining room.
Go up to the bartender and say, I'm an associate of Forrest. He told me he would be here. I'm looking to meet with him.
And this is a medium-sized human. Like, not very tall, not very short. Has, like, half his head shaved, a nose ring, and he's like, so, you're looking for Forrest?
Yes, or Juliet, or
Jenny.
Yes, that famous movie where Forrest goes, Juliet! I got like 14 Juliets. Me and Juliet were like peas and carrots again.
I don't think I've seen Forrest Gump.
Deprived. Just deprived.
Neither have I.
It's a pretty fun movie.
It's on my watches for this year. It's on the shelf.
It's a pretty fun movie.
Well, it's about tripping.
Once you get through it, you have to let us know what you think of it.
I will have a whole vlog about it. It will be
Which
titled,
will be on Adam's Journey. If you go ahead and go over there and subscribe.
I'll get to it. Just this year.
Yeah, I don't think I know Forrest. Yay! And he's like, greatest detective yells out of the bar, is there Forrest here? He gets a smattering of smart-ass replies. So, it's the middle of the city, dumbass, no!
You can just pull that off like you joked him.
I raised my... Isn't the Grove in the middle of the city?
No.
Well,
You know it's not.
yeah, I did not
You
know.
will be aware that the Grove is not in the middle of the city.
Okay.
There's parks throughout the city,
Here.
but that's not really a forest.
So, or Jimmy, if he calls out for that. Or I've forgotten the name already.
Jenny. Okay. Like, so you get the last smart responses for Forrest, and you go, do you say it or do you ask him to?
Yeah.
You go, is there anyone? You gotta say the words. I don't know what you're doing.
Yes. Call for Jimmy, too. Just to make sure.
Is there any Jenny? One girl with like bright fire truck red hair goes, I go by Jen.
Not who I'm looking for now.
Ask for Seymour Butts.
I'm sure I could.
You should.
Yeah. Amanda hug and kiss.
Yeah, Amanda.
Would you like anything from the Iron Crab? And like as you look around the room, you'll note that it's like it seems to be a lot of seafood fare, kinds of crab.
Uh,
You got like vegetables and stuff too. That's like your thing. You hungry?
no,
There's a rabbit.
no, I'm just looking for Forrest and Jimmy. Do you know if they could have checked in and stayed in the evening?
Let me check. And he pulls out a book and he starts flipping through it. And he goes, "Here's no Forrest,
Or Jimmy?
no Jenny. There's a Jen." And the woman's just sitting over there like, "Are you giving out personal information?" "Oh yeah." "You can't look at this." Like just picks it up and like stares at you like, "I have conquered you. You tried to trick me and it did not work."
I don't know that he's wanted.
You got me there. I guess they gave me the wrong address. Thank you for your time.
Alright, come back and join me again.
And I just turn and leave, flipping through the book for the iron crab.
Yeah, iron crab, it basically says, this is a great thing, proprietor Ichabod crab.
Just wait for that to go in the notes.
Oh, that's why I said it. It's Ichabod crab. I was thinking of that joke on the way here, for the record. It's very kind of you guys to make it to the Warf District where I had all these jokes.
No. You dragged us here. We were just caring about our days, and you're like, hey, you know that thing you really want?
It's over here, this huge pile of jokes that I've got. It's great. That's where we went. You guys decided to go to all the jokes.
So yeah, flip through the guidebook for the next expensive-ish place.
So you're looking at inns now instead of taverns. Okay. There are a plethora of inns.
I start charting, because it's so good, the closest one to hit the most. I chart out a path.
So you open up the map section of the book, and you're able to chart a time-efficient path. Okay, so the next one is about 5 minutes away. However, Mother June, you walk in
Alright.
to the Wolf and Lion Inn. And Lamb.
The lame wolf.
The lamb and the wolf and the lamb.
Alright. So, go ahead and enter, and you said it was a place where you can kind of seat yourself. Take a look and see who's around.
You've met Wolfgang before, I assume, because you guys know. So you see Herr Wolfgang sitting pretty confidently over, just enjoying a mead. Seems to be just kind of taking in the atmosphere.
Obnoxiously slowly nursing one of the cheaper beverages.
They don't say anything about it at all.
Like, they're high class.
Yeah, it's a classy
Judge you behind the scenes.
Yeah, they're judging you silently. And with your perception, you don't even think they're judging you. You're like, man, this is kind of nice. People just leave you alone. It smells clean in here.
So,
This kind of place Spartacus would
But I'm occupying a table, and if they think I'm wasting time, they may eventually get tired of it.
I go ahead and approach Wolfgang. So,
Been a while.
sorry, any updates?
Oh, I'm waiting to see if Forrest will join me. I've offered to discuss expedient travel plans.
And have you confirmed that he's here in the building?
No, I have not. I'm gambling. I mean, it's not really.
Just the way you said it, I'm gambling. Like, you're just like, I'm trying something new. What are you doing? I'm painting. It's like, the delivery on that was choice. I'm like, that was great.
Okay.
Well, I'll leave you to this location then. Did we have any other places that need to be looked at?
There's a number of inns and taverns around here. Maribel has a wonderful guidebook.
Where can I chase Maribel down if he's got the...
She went off to the Iron Crab, as I said before.
Well, then...
But it's been a bit. She may be hopping about. the other.
Just so you know, Klaus and his boys are also looking. They may show up here if they don't come up with anything.
Wonderful.
Yes.
I don't think they know me.
Probably not, but you know them, so
Mm-hmm.
then I
I'm
will.
counting on Forrest not knowing me either. Let's head off.
Yep, I'm going to go and chase down Maribel then. To the Iron Crab. What direction's that?
I give the best knowledge that I remember, but
It was one of the ones you'd look at, so you would know where it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go ahead and make your way to the Iron Crab.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. So
Jake,
it's,
Roy, let's go.
I believe I said it was about 30 minutes away. 30, 35. So yeah, you go, and you, at that time, have gotten to the Waterthorn.
no,
What, that we're just gonna keep missing each other?
not just that, but just who that guy is and what they're gonna go in his. I'm sorry. My brain just caught up with it.
No, you guys are double dipping on the NPC. That is great. Look at that crab.
Ichabod and Klaus gonna be such a great match. No, Klaus is off. Klaus is off.
Yeah. You didn't take Klaus, you took Roy.
There is a possibility Klaus has been there in the in-between time, but
As you went into that place with Roy's like just wide-eyed looking around and goes, do you think they do like lunch specials? Or? Do you think they do like lunch specials?
So you'll have that on your own then.
By the lamb or the
Mother's birthday's coming up.
You are a sweetheart.
A good man supports his family.
Man, we're gonna find out this guy's like, Buffalo Bob or whatever. His
It's
mother
Bill, don't drag me into this.
he's got his mom stuffed on a couch somewhere in his house.
No, what he is a convert, which you're aware of, is he is one of your converts.
Yeah. Well,
Which family?
family's a tenant.
Yeah.
Also,
Of your religion.
it's
Yeah.
probably worth noting that it took them 45 minutes to get there. How long did it take the runner to get over to the Red Horse?
Yeah, it would be. You would have gotten. Boy runs into the Red Horse just and walks over to Spartacus and talks to him for a minute. And Spartacus points to you and he comes up to you and goes, "They're at the wharf, and Forrest. They're looking for Forrest at the wharf. Mother June is, and Klaus and Jake."
Well, it sounds like they've got that handled.
He like pulls out a
you know what Forrest took.
Hey, he took money.
he holds out a hand.
I was like, yeah, here, hold this one. I get my beer.
He takes it and he downs it. He goes, "Thanks, boss." And he runs out. And you just like, that was the cheapest message ever. As the innkeeper comes over and refills your beer with another free beer.
Wait, he's getting free beer, not just free mead?
Oh, he's been getting free beer, free mead, yeah.
We're paying the guy a 5% cut.
Yeah.
Might as well pay out. I was like,
Well, he at least vacated one of his rooms.
it's still like it's what, evening?
Yeah.
I'm sure sometimes
It's
people
all night late, actually.
was the window guy okay? I noticed
So yeah, I just fly that way.
Okay.
I just, as the bird flies,
As the fairy flies.
just cruise on over.
Okay.
Just boozy in the sky.
You haven't spent a whole lot of time out that way. I assume you asked someone for a general direction.
Yeah, I'm guessing the wharfs are over by the water.
Yeah, lakes are by the water.
Keep going that way till you hit water. You've hit the wharf.
Then I just go up.
Okay, survival check from you. Let's see how long it takes you to find the correct word.
Hey, 16.
Pretty good.
That should give me at least a +1. I got +2. 18.
Okay, you will be getting there in about 40 minutes. So around the time Ryan leaves... No, because, yeah. Around the time Ryan is getting to the Iron Crab, you're on your way. And it's going to take you about 45 minutes.
Because
Wait, what's your movement speed when you're flying? Is it still
Say it once, 30 feet.
Okay, it's still going to take you about an hour, but not like the 3. Because through the street.
No, not actually a faster flyer than some people. But I can just fly.
Okay. It's been 1 week. Sorry, it's been 3 weeks. It is about it's getting close to like 6 to 7 o'clock at this point, and you've been there for about an hour and a half, and nothing has happened.
So you may just be getting for the evening. I am gambling on this location.
Okay.
I am to some extent just trying to obnoxious with the do they want to ultimately if it's getting that time maybe they're getting a little more busy. I'm obnoxious with how little I am spending in their fancy account. If I am wasting my time, I am betting on them wanting to do something.
Okay. So you're at the Waterthorn Inn. As you walk in, there's kind of like a front entrance desk, and there's a water genasi sitting behind the desk. Saying, "Oh, welcome to the Waterthorn Inn. How can I help you?"
Yes, it's in tavern. Won't need that. I was told to meet a Forrest and Jimmy here.
Like me?
No, as in we were going to discuss business, and I believe they are staying here. I would like to send a message to them.
I mean, you can write out a message. And, yeah, he pulls the book up and just goes and he looks through it. He goes, "Okay."
Yeah.
So you're gonna leave a message for a Forrest or a Jenny?
Yes.
Okay.
Here to discuss travel plans. Heard you.
I love it. I'm just going to copy what he did. I'm just going to do it.
Okay, so you're just leaving a message with the provider.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And who should I say called?
Maribel.
Okay, he writes Forrest and Jenny from Maribel on the front of the envelope, and he puts it behind his desk. He goes, "Okay, if they come in, I'll let them know." Would you like to rent a room?
No, thank you. Insight checked, rather, I think they're actually staying here from his way he's acting.
Okay.
Versus. Oh, fucking course.
Maybe.
Hold on, it's insight and wisdom.
It is intelligence, isn't it?
Nope, wisdom.
Oh, awesome. Hey!
There we go. I'm not trained in it, so I don't get the +3, so it's 1 + 5. 23.
Yeah, he has no idea who you're talking about. He assumes that they'll be here at some point, so he's just holding a message.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Head off to the next one.
Okay. The next mid-tier?
Yep. On my little predetermined path.
So are you just going mid-tier predetermined, or are you going, like, closest ones, because it will jig and jank a little bit? If you
Closest ones.
Okay, so your next one is actually not a mid-tier, then. The next one is a little place called the Harpoon's Thrust.
And this is another inn.
I think you got some good chances here.
Yeah, it's there's ladies kind of hanging out around it, and as you walk in, there's ladies and some gentlemen hanging out outside the Harpoon's Thrust.
Yes. So all I really know about this place is they're not going to be serving alcohol.
Yeah.
Meaning, what that one lady did over in the, Wolf and Lamb was illegal. Didn't a lady sneak off with an older man?
You can have sex with other people whilst drinking.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess it could have just been a rendezvous versus a paid transaction.
Now, the weird part is you want to have to trust when they are serving beer, and that just puts up all sorts of weird signs.
Okay, so, yeah, you walk in, and there's just an old elven woman. Just looks up and goes, "How can I help you?"
I'm here to meet Jenny. She said she would be staying here.
"Oh, honey, she's staying here. She ain't staying here alone. Now, if you want to meet one of the girls, they're outside. Then you come in and pay for a room. Don't worry. We, charge by time served, as it were."
Well, basically, I'm just looking for Jenny. If she's here, if not, I can go.
You can go outside and look for whomever you want. I'm sure they'll change the name for you.
I describe her. It's like,
There's the ones outside.
no, I want a specific person, not not just a person. Is that person here?
You can look outside, see if they're here.
Accuse her of being a cheating slut. You want to track her down so you can beat her.
I'm like 3 feet tall.
Not there.
He's also not Jhank anymore.
Yes, I looked outside. She wasn't one of them.
Well, if she's not available, she's not available. I don't know what to tell you, honey.
Yeah. I short you gold. Will you tell me if the lady fitting that description is here or not?
Sure.
I'll give her 1 gold now. Is she here?
Oh, no.
Good enough. Thank you for your business.
You walk outside, there's like 3 honey blondes. Not the one you're looking for, but yeah.
Yes.
No, it's a rent by the hour place.
Yeah. Probably not registered for that.
Yeah. And the next one.
Okay, the next one is a Ventir. Okay, and you get to the Iron Crab, Mother June.
Alright. Walk in. Do I see a herring gun that looks like Maribel?
No.
Here's like hard.
What you do see is a guy with half a shaved head and a nose for him. He goes, "Hi, welcome to the Iron Crab. How can I help?"
Have you seen a female herring gun pass by recently?
Yeah, she came in, asked some questions, didn't want a salad, was looking for that girl.
Where'd she go?
Well, you know, he's put it in ChatGPT.
Yes, he did. Jen is fortunately not paying attention. Outside and then away?
I take a quick scan across the area to see if I can spot a Forrest or a Jenny in here.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check.
I get a 23.
Okay, you do not see a Forrest or Jenny. You do see a Jen. She has red hair.
Alright.
She was pointed out by
Ichabod,
you don't know his
I
name.
don't know his name. I ask him, where's the nearest actual inn that you can stay down for the night?
Oh, that's the Waterthorn Inn.
Okay.
Right down the road.
Go ahead and give me the directions and...
Oh, yeah, sure thing, man. Yeah.
No, I'm a dude. You're a dude. She's a dude. Because we're all dudes.
It gives you directions for the Waterthorn Inn.
Then we'll head that direction.
Okay.
Follow the leader.
You might as well be playing Bonnie Hill music. You arrive there around the time that Mother June will get to the Waterthorn, but I want to give you some time to take a direction.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you are now at the wharf. Do you fly straight down to the water and work your way back, or do you
Well, I'm at the wharf, right?
Yeah, you're actually on the docks, in the wharf.
It's a decent place to start looking.
Well,
You know it's people that are trying to run.
I got my disguise stuff on. Go down and start hoofing it.
Okay.
Foot file. And I look for ne'er-do-wells and rough peoples.
Relatively easy to find. There's people loitering and those kinds of folks. You can roll a perception check to see what kind of quality you get.
9. I'm gonna be real loud about it.
Okay, so you're just world's greatest detectiving it.
Yeah, because this Forrest, he run off with my girl. She's mine, and I'm gonna find
That's a roll.
You know what? I'll do investigation or deception. If
I'm
you're-
going to take the deception.
Okay, you can have deception.
Still a roll, but hey, a 6 plus an 8 is better than a 6 plus 1. So I get a 14.
Okay, you get a lot of sympathetic views of that motherfucker. Tell me where he is. Like,
That's
there-
where I'm
there's people, like, you're starting to cause a bit of a rabble.
We're going to start turning this entire district into a search for this boy.
I was like, if you ain't seen him, I'll keep looking. I'll find him.
Okay,
And that's what I do.
okay.
I scrum around and I just ask everyone. They can do their precision strikes. I'm going to go with volume of 5.
Sometimes, to whom it may concern is a lot more useful than to dear Mr. and Mrs.
Or to here.
Okay.
But yes, otherwise it's an angry little short man threatening folks.
Excellent. Okay. So, yeah, you get to the Waterthorn Inn.
Alright. To the water and thorn in. So what do we got on the inside?
You walk in and there's a water canasi sitting at the desk going, yes, how can I help you?
Oh, yes. Currently we're looking for a lost stray soul who's trying to flee from his responsibilities. We're looking for a man by the name of Forrest who may have run off with his trumpet named Jenny. Would you be able to direct us to them?
I mean, you can leave a message, and if they come in, I'll give it to them, but no, I don't know a Forrest or a Jenny.
And he's like, oh, could you, and he's like, it's something important for the sake of his family. If you could please look in your books for me.
You can leave a message.
Just to tell me if they're here. And it's like, could I persuade him?
Yeah, you can do a persuasion check.
So that gives me a 20.
And he goes, I don't know a Forrest or a Jenny. He opens up his book and looks through it and goes, I don't have any of them staying here. I mean, best of luck to you. I hope their family's okay, but
Okay.
yeah.
And it's like,
You're not the first one to leave a message either.
what?
Real tragic. What's
Yeah,
going on
it's
around
like-
here?
And it's like, must be hiding out. Would you happen to have any other suggestions of where somebody might, who is looking to hide from, where they might,
Responsibility.
yeah, from their responsibilities? Do you know where they might be staying, where they might have tried to hide themselves here?
I mean, there's the Harpoon Thrust is pretty low rent. And if she's a strumpet, that'd be where she is.
Well, she might have some friends.
You're now baiting him to go in order. It's not my fault.
I'm described like she is a strumpet, he's running away from his responsibilities. That's literally where you go for that.
Hey, this all matches up with my story too.
Yeah. Say that's a pretty low rent place. What if he made off with a bunch of money from his family? Would there be a better inn place that he could stay?
I mean, there's a lot of inns. There was some guy dude making a book. What was his name? I mean,
Zoom in first.
So we know that. I believe he's just trying to think.
there's the Alligator's Helix is a decent place. It's other side of town.
Not as nice as mine.
The Mystical Moon.
You're about to be out of names.
Oh no,
He has a generator.
yeah, I have a generator. The Rat's Shield.
Also, we're used to a district with a single inn
Yeah,
Yeah.
and a secondary district that may have more than the horse's head, but we've never seen it.
and there's Fallen Rain as another one.
Okay.
right by the hour in.
Well, I suppose they could pay for it if they wanted to stay the night. Yeah, so I just asked for some directions to those inns.
Which, like all of them?
I'll take the Harpin's Thrust and the Alligator's Helix.
Okay, the Harpin's Thrust is relatively close by. The Alligator's Helix is on the other side of town.
Okay.
Like, not the other side of the Warf district, but the actual other side of
No,
town?
the other side of the Warp District. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
I was wondering that too. Whenever I was like,
This man knows his competition.
There's 3,000 plus ends in here, and I know the names of every one of them.
And you said that there was a knowledgeable tour guide of the area?
There were some guys running around trying to make a book.
I'll keep an eye out.
Also, love that we got that book for free.
Yeah, no, you did.
yeah, no, I was not bringing that
I
up.
have a very staunch thing of ones get you get rewarded for both ones and 20s.
Mm.
Sometimes the reward is for me, sometimes it's for you.
So we'll head over to the Harpin's Thrust now.
Okay, so you go into the heart. You travel the Harpin's Thrust. You are going to the what is the moon one?
Mystical Moon.
The mystical moon.
In or street tavern.
It's you're looking at it. So.
Yes. Okay. Introduced myself to whoever was at the desk.
You walk in. There's a little in here. Yes, sir, all right. Why is it open? And you just hear. And then this little hat starts appearing. And yeah. Yes.
Good evening, madam. From the voice, that's what I'm guessing.
Oh, it is a small gnomish man
Okay.
who is got this kind of looks like a starched sleep hat. Like it's a big conical point on it. Goes, yes.
First, is it red?
It is not. It is in fact a beige kind of stripe.
I was just wondering if the gnome had a big red conical hat. Sleep with.
Little pom pom.
I am looking to meet with a guest who might be staying here. Force and Ginny. They told me they're in the area and I'm looking for them.
You can leave a message, but I don't know.
So there's no Force or Ginny staying here?
You roll a persuasion check. I gotta get that information out of him.
Yeah. 6.
Yeah, you can leave a message, but I don't know.
Insight check on if he knows him or not. That's 1 plus 5, so 17.
He doesn't really know who's in the inn. He didn't check his books, he didn't look through anyone's, and he's not 100% sure who's here or who's not.
He just stonewalling you on principle.
Yeah. Generally, when you walk into an inn and say, hey, tell me who's here, they're going to be like, no, man, no.
I say, if you could, I could give you a gold if you just check and see if they're here. I really need to find them.
Yeah, you can leave a message, and I'll take the gold one or the other.
Nope. Okay. Well, thank you for your time. Head on out to the next one. Actually, take out some papers like maybe here. Didn't get quite a good read.
You look into the mystical moon. It is a mid-tier inn, and it's owned by a gnomish gentleman by the name of Sprout Sprinkles.
Yeah. Well, I'm not writing in the book. I took out another piece of thing just to write mystical moon. Did not get a good read on if they might be saying
Okay,
that.
you're making notes for yourself.
Yes.
Okay, so when you said took out the book, you didn't mean the book.
Took out a piece of paper.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're writing on the book. Okay.
plate.
Okay.
And off to the next one.
Okay. It's been.
I don't know. Do carpentry tools have a little pencil in them?
I could see
You know what? Sure. Yes, there's a little piece of lead in there that you can mark with.
Yes. Just a little golf pencil. Or,
No, it's literally a piece of lead that you can use to mark.
Yes. Maybe. Head on to the next one.
Okay. It's been a few hours at this point. It is pushing closer to 9 or 10 o'clock by the time you're going through all of it. Okay, you're at the Harpoon's Thrust. Yeah, there's a bunch of women hanging out outside of the building.
I approach the women and say, "Ladies, good evening."
Good evening to you too. What you looking for? And then he looks over at Roy behind you and goes, "We do groups."
Currently,
There's some women and some gents out there too. If that's your thing.
currently we're trying to locate our lost friend. Have you happened to see? We've got some friends that we're trying to figure out where they're staying because they gave terrible directions in our meeting plans. So I'm looking for a female herringon, a male human, and a female human, and I give them a rough description.
That's interesting, but nothing's for free.
I'm going to try to persuade them with a couple silver pieces.
Hey man, silver's good money.
Yeah.
Alright. That's the point, you all flashing gold out here. Silver's good money.
So I get a 22.
One of the guys who looks a little bit more hard up is a male. Sure, it's a male goblin. He's just kind of goes, yeah, and snatches it from you and goes, "The rabbit person was here recently."
Where did they go?
That way. And he points off in the direction.
Okay. And have you seen the other two?
I mean, you're looking for a honey blonde and a guy with brown hair.
I bring up the tattoos and see if that checks them out.
Under a shirt.
Doesn't sound like anyone I've seen recently.
Hey man,
Depending on what they did here,
they might have seen him with a shirt off.
I mean, I've seen a goodly number of gentlemen with tattoos, but not that one. Those are pretty distinct.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and take the lead of following the path of the Paragon.
Okay, so you are moving towards the mystical or else you're moving off to the rat's shield.
I can't imagine with access to, presumably magical contraception and the ability to remove disease, brothels just wouldn't have the bad reputation they did in our world because they wouldn't be centers for that sort of danger.
Well, you can still have the bad reputation just based off of
Morality.
no competition.
Competition.
Also, money and affection.
These are not exactly the cream of the crop looks wise.
So they
I was
probably
thinking about there being a place with
Let's
lots
just
of
say they work in volume.
turning tricks.
well, it is paid by the hour.
Yeah.
Come on, lady, talk with money.
So I hit the next in on the route.
Yeah, it's the rat shield.
Head on in.
Oh, this is the wrong note. Sorry. Okay.
Yeah, go in there, ask about Force and Jenny with insight specifically to see if he recognizes the name.
Ah, so we're getting wiser. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
23.
Mr. Gold looks in the book and goes, "Yeah, don't see it." Close the book.
Head on to the next one. Tell me if I need to recast the enhanced ability.
You would, yeah.
I will. Alright, there's more spell slots to throw around now.
Okay, you get to the mystical.
Okay, so
Man, it's a good innkeeper. Just making so much money.
Run into Klaus and a couple other guys running around down at the wharf going, "Weird Force was down here, son." I'm sorry. Yeah, the Force was down here, son. Have you seen him?
Forrest, is he that scum bucket walking around with that blonde-eyed bimbo Jenny?
All right, he doesn't know you. So yeah, they walk right past you.
Why, I asked them if they've seen this.
No,
They recognize him because he's a rat-faced weasel who steals your girl.
no, yeah, looking for him too. What did he do to you?
He took my girl Jenny from me.
I hate to break it to you, but Jenny was a lot of guys.
Those are lies. They are slanderous.
It's like two buddies behind him are looking a little nervous. Oh, you poor man. Well, best of luck.
Forrest's gonna be that poor man when I find him.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Just an angry little man.
Is this Robin Williams wandering around again, or like
This is Gary Busey.
Gary Busey? Okay, yeah,
Somebody
the
who's
guy,
intimidating.
yeah, the guy's definitely look a little nervous.
Even when he's small. It's the kind of guy you just don't want to mess with.
It's crazy.
He's clearly crazy.
Okay.
He's got them crazy eyes.
Okay, you're at the Rat Shield. Oh no, you just went to the Rat Shield.
Yeah, I blew through that.
Okay, you're at the Mystical Moon.
okay. I go up to the innkeeper.
Just through the hallway.
Here, 1 second. And a hat appears. Yes?
Hello, sir. I'm looking for a couple people who have gone missing. It's like, if you could please, it's important for me to be able to find them. They're in some danger. So,
That's the point. The danger they're thinking is, oh no, the danger came here looking for him.
I'm looking for a person by this description describing Forrest and a person of this description describing Jenny. And he's like, have they shown up here at all? Could you tell me, please?
Not that I know of.
By persuasion?
Get rid of his waist.
18.
Alright, so that brings me to 29.
Not that I know of.
And it's like, would you know where somebody who might be running from some trouble, like where they might try to hide and hunker down here in the wharfs?
Well, there's the Harpoon's Thrust. Ironclad, but that guy's a bit of an idiot. The food's good. Waterthorn Inn, the guy's notoriously doesn't give out information. It's pretty close lip. Which you pardon.
Yeah, I'd say I revisit.
Alligator's Helix is a decent spot.
Okay. So it sounds like we might have to double back to someplace if, well, we haven't visited the Alligator's Helix yet.
No, you haven't.
I haven't got there yet.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten there yet.
Like, okay, so Harpoon's Thrust, but the people outside at least said that they hadn't seen them. And we already talked to the Waterthorn guy, and he looked in his books and didn't find them.
Looked in his books and told you he didn't find them.
Yeah, but
You didn't see those books.
When you went upstairs and that guy was taking so long, I do not know why you didn't just look over the counter and see if there was a book there to grab.
Who went upstairs?
The guy, the gnome guy with the funny hat, he took forever to get up there. Yeah. Oh, like, you
Well,
could've
why didn't I come in and not ring the bell and just check their books?
Well, the bell rang,
That's the door.
but
Yeah.
he took long enough. You could,
Just
if it's sitting on the counter, just. Sorry, he's slow.
also ask if he's seen a Haragon, female Haragon running around.
Yeah, she came in, asked about a couple of people, and left.
Well, do you know what direction she headed off in?
No, I was going back to bed.
Well, sorry to disturb you. Good night.
Good night.
Alright, head out. So, like, I already got the directions there. Okay, I'll head to the alligator helix.
Okay, so it's going to take you a little bit of time to get over to the other side. In the meantime, you're at the Raven Rider, which is a low-tier, relatively cheap inn. Kind of stinks.
Okay. With that recast, same trick of looking for facial tells if they recognize the force or do anything, want to ask about them.
Okay.
Natural 20. So, 25. One is like, I'm looking for your description of Force and Ginny. They've had some problems and I'm here to help.
Look upon their fist. They do not know who you're talking about.
I ask if they can check the books for the names and diplomacy. It's like, it's really important that I keep in touch with them.
Persuasion?
Yeah. 15.
Yeah, sure. Couple gold. I'll look at the books for you.
Give her 2 gold.
She opens up the books, looks through it, and goes, yeah, we don't have any guests today, so... Thanks.
So they needed that 2 gold.
Head on out. Get me down a system of costing me money, but but at least I'm still up above ride. It's like, I have silver left to drive people.
Okay, your next place will be the Jade Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you're probably going to have to it's 1 hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to have to
I've used 3 at this point because I've assumed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because as you were doing something, I was like, okay, I already.
Yeah, because it's getting close to 10 o'clock now.
Yeah. Yeah, I've already used another one, and moving forward, I have a couple of higher level slots. So.
The place is mostly kind of cleared out of people.
Mm-hmm.
Seems
How much
like
attention are they paying to me?
well, you're about the only person left in the joint that's there besides like a couple.
How much per whatever the cheap meat or
I
whatever?
think it's only like 2 or 3 silver. I think it's 3 silver.
Okay, I've probably gotten like 2 over that time.
Okay. So you come up to a Jade Pearl, which has a big, beautiful sign. Again, not just the sign, but it's a pearl that seems to magically kind of have a pearlescent jade on it, so it magically shimmers.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, and you walk in, and it seems to be a very posh, well put together inn.
Okay.
This is one of the higher tier inns.
Go up to the receptionist or whatever they have here.
It is a female half-orc who is well dressed with like a top knot, standing at a reception desk.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, welcome to the Jade Pearl. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm looking to meet a pair of friends who are in the Warf district, but they hadn't given me the exact directions to where they're staying. Their names are Force and Ginny, and I give the description, looking to see if she recognizes the names.
Again, you can roll in a second.
18?
She looks like someone who professionally doesn't give out information, and you don't, like, you know that it seems like she's seen or heard something about those names, but you can't really tell if it's the names connected to the description. Like, you can't tell whether she recognized the names or the description. Kind of thing, where she's like, I know Honey Blondes, or she's like, I know someone named Jenny, kind of thing. You can't tell which one it is. And she says, well, you're welcome to leave a message, and I'll be sure to hand it to them if they are here.
Okay. I know it's unlikely to work, but I'll try the persuasion to have her check the books. But like you said, she's professionally unhelpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, only at 10 to 11, and she's like, no, we don't do that.
Yeah, she goes, sorry, we don't hand out information about guests one way or the other.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Have a nice evening.
Go out. I will circle around the building to where I can get out of sight.
Okay.
And I'm going to wild shape into a spider.
Okay.
And go start checking windows.
Okay. Yeah, then go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Give myself, well, I'm already a spider, can't give myself guidance.
Good job. Fucking spiders.
I got a 1. Do I get knocked off the building or eaten by a bird or something?
Well, as you crawl around the building for about an hour and a half, you came to a woman who's sitting on a stool eating, who looks down, spots you, screams, and ran off.
You scared Miss Muffet off her tongue.
Yeah, you scared Miss Muffet away.
But she was not in fact a honey blonde?
No, it doesn't appear to be.
Okay.
So yeah, that's how you spend an hour and a half. You are at the Alligator's Helix, Ryan. What do? You walk in, and there is a, sure, haven't used them in a while. There's a Minotaur female sitting behind the, counter. Hello, how can I help you?
Howdy, madam. Say,
Howdy.
currently I'm looking for a couple of my friends who are, gotten into a bit of trouble and are trying to lay low. And I was hoping if you could tell me whether or not they've arrived here. I'm trying to make sure that they're safe. And then I give a description of the female herring gun, the human male and human female.
Okay, persuasion check. Which, this is great. It's hilarious that Mary trying to do it, and he just walks in and goes, oh, here's all the information you asked for.
21.
21. I haven't seen a herring gun, but I have seen a couple of humans that might fit that description.
Oh, okay. So if they're...
Would you like to leave a message for them?
Sure, I'd like to leave a message for them.
Sure. She pulls out like a piece of paper and goes, what would you like to say?
And it's like, to Forrest and Jenny. And he's like, we're here to see you have safe passage to, and then I give the name of a foreign country that I've been to.
Okay. Well, I'll let Forrest and Jenny know if I see them.
Thank you. And I'll roll an insight check to see if the Minotaur seems to know more about them than just what she's letting on. 20.
She has seen some people who match that description, but she is unfamiliar with the names.
Mm.
So she is convinced that she should investigate further.
Anyway, I ask her, so how much is it for a room?
Where is this? This is Alligator's Helix. It's 2 gold a night. be room 310. And she gives you a key and goes, will your companions need a key?
Oh no.
Okay. Have a good stay.
Thank you. Alright, then
Checkout time is noon because you're arriving so late. I hope you find your friends.
thank you.
Thank you.
Alright. So we'll
I
start.
also love that Molly's just been sitting out of the
Yeah, Molly's just like sitting there like, yeah, no. This is her job. She's perfectly fine with sitting still.
Not only am I gambling, I have gifted one of our PCs to do my personal gamble.
Well, seeing how she obnoxiously made you do all of her work last time, I feel like this is a little poetic justice. However, we're going to have to pick up there next time. As, yeah, the time has just flown as we've run
Time
through.
flies when you sit at a table and do nothing.
Yeah. So thank you guys for joining us. Please come back and join us again.